Djimon, tell me how you got involved with the film. Were you a fan of the first one?
Yes, accidentally. Yes, I've watched the first one, and with my kids, and then one day I got a call to come in for Drago Blood Vest on How to Train Your Dragon 2. So I was like, wow. Wow, my son was excited about the first. That would be great to, it would be a great opportunity to, to have this as a, to carry my legacy, I guess, yeah.
Tell me about Drago Blood Vest.
Drago Blood Vest, just the name in itself says so much. And can make you travel, can make you fantasize so much about this character. He's a bloodthirsty character who obviously carries a certain amount of pain, a great amount of pain from his past, and but a very powerful character in desperate need of indoctrinating dragons. So somehow I feel like in trying to cultivate Drago Bloodvest's backstory, I'm sure dragons have something to do with his default system. You see what I mean?
Absolutely. How did you bring Drago to life in the recording booth? I'm sure it's a little bit different experience for an actor.
It's a quite different experience. It's just you and the mic and your director. Unfortunately, it's only on this stage in Cannes that we finally met all the cast, sort of met, So that in itself, that's the side that's that feels a little clinical, and But again, once you're in the room by yourself with the mic and reading and digging deep for your character, and so it's a lot of work. I thought it would be so, yeah, I thought it was a walk in the park. Going in there and just lay your voice down, but it's not. There's so much that, and I find myself so, being so, it was exhausting. I would feel like I was, working out.
It's interesting you mentioned that you had just met most of the cast for the first time. You must have to really rely on the director, Dean DeBlois, throughout the production process. Tell me what it's like working with him.
Well, Dean, you would come. Dean, obviously you have your early draft of the script, and Dean pretty much paints the picture for you, what's gonna be happening. I'm interested to see what goes on in his brain, to be frank. So he kind of tells you this. So this is going to happen here and that in this scene. This happened and that happened, and then you fly over here, and then you. So all that, your voice has to do all that.
Interesting. So Drago is clearly the villain of this film, but are there any admirable or at least relatable qualities that you discovered about Drago?
I tend to think that when you count a story, when you portray a character, being the instrument of interpretation, part of you is going to be left in it.
Interesting. Thank you very much, sir.
Thanks so much, buddy.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.